Hi, my name is Amy Mark Charles, and I'm an independent consultant and superstar director with Volata. And I'm going to show you how to make another super easy and quick crock pot meal using Volata products. Today I'm going to use our coriander herb rub, and we're going to be making pepperoni chicken. This is a crock pot meal, so simple and so easy. I think you could consider it like one of those crock pot dump meals where you just kind of throw everything in. I'm actually making this as a freezer meal right now. I'm going to stick it in a freezer bag, close it up with as little air as possible. I'm going to stick it in my freezer, and I'm going to have it probably a few weeks from now. So I love freezer meals. I think they're incredibly helpful and easy. It's just so great to be able to go shopping, get a whole bunch of ingredients, and throw a whole bunch of things together all at once. So that's actually what I'm doing. But you could do the same exact thing right now and put it directly into your crock pot to cook. You don't have to freeze it. So that's why I've got my bucket with my freezer bag in it. The first thing you're going to do, and by the way, this recipe is in the description of this video, so there's no need to write anything down. You can actually see the measurements. All the ingredients are listed there in the description too, in case you missed something. But I'm going to just kind of demonstrate and show you what I'm doing. So you're going to take 2 small cans of tomato paste. And I'm using my amazing spatulata, which is a Volata product. It's super easy to get all of everything out of every jar that you'll ever use, especially the peanut butter, or the Nutella. I have been known to take my spatulata in my office with me with a jar of Nutella, and you can get all of the Nutella out of that little plastic jar with this baby and nothing else. So if only for Nutella, I recommend the spatulata. Anyway, so you're gonna mix your, wow, that was crazy. So you're gonna mix your tomato paste with 2 cups of broth. This is a box 32 ounces, so I'm using half of that. Let's see what else. Oh, and your coriander herb rub. So I'm going to do about a tablespoon of that. Really, measurements don't have to be exact. Throwing it in there. So what we're going to do is we're mixing that first in our bag just to kind of get it blended. We're kind of making a tomato sauce right now, if you haven't caught on. So that's basically what we're doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to cook in a crock pot for a long time. It will all blend. So you've got your tomato sauce. And then I like to layer ingredients in the next order, because when you take this bag and you dump it into your crock pot, it's going to kind of dump backwards. So for pepperoni chicken, the way it turns out in your crock pot, like when you go to serve it, is you've got a layer of, you've got your chicken and you've got your pepperoni on top, olives if you want those too, and then you're going to put your cheese on top, and then you can kind of like spoon it off to serve it with your spaghetti or whatever else you're serving it with. So if you go backwards, when you dump it in your crock pot, it'll kind of be in the right order. You'll see what I mean. So I'm going to do olives first and then pepperoni. So I've already diced up my olives, and I have my pepperoni, and you kind of want to separate them a little bit. You know how they come in a package. I buy this pepperoni that's like, they're like circles this big, so I kind of already cut those up. But you want to separate them, because otherwise you're going to have big chunks of pepperoni, and you want more so that everybody can have like a piece in every bite. After your pepperoni, you're going to do your chicken. And a note about the chicken breast. So for this recipe, you need 4 chicken breasts. I do organic or free-range chicken. That was my chicken. And so they tend to be kind of smaller. If you buy chicken from Walmart or Sam's Club or maybe Costco, we don't have that store here, but I know Walmart and Sam's definitely have like chicken breasts like this big. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So if you have those, you can cut those in half, and that would be about the right size as far as the recipe I'm doing. If you have a big family and you want to have a lot more, you can definitely add more chicken or add more pepperoni, whatever you want to do. Guys, this is it, I think. This is it. So if you're making a freezer meal, at this point, what you want to do is you want to get all the air out, as much air out as possible. And this is kind of how I do it. I mean, it lasts longer. You're not going to have any freezer burn. The taste is going to stay. So that's my meal. Super fancy, huh? So you're gonna take this, another tip if you're doing a freezer meal is to actually, I did tell you that this particular one needed to be like a certain way, but it is best if you go ahead and lay them flat to freeze. I made a mistake the very first time I did a freezer meal workshop. I did like 8 freezer meals all at once and I stuck them in my freezer like this. Well, my freezer doesn't have like a flat shelf. It has those grates, those metal grates. And so it like the liquid kind of seeped through and these all got stuck. And so we had a really hard time getting them out. So I recommend laying your bags flat to freeze. And then if you need the space after they're frozen, you can kind of, the pictures you see on Pinterest where people have done all the freezer meals and they're lined up in their freezer like this, they froze them like this flat first and then they put them standing. I'm pretty positive because it's a mess otherwise. So I think that's it. I hope you enjoy this meal. If you need coriander herb rub, you can talk to me and I can help you with that. Or you can order it directly from my website and I'll have that in the description below as well. So thanks for watching and I hope you really enjoyed pepperoni chicken.